Yo, what up, my people? What up, what up, what up? What's up, y'all? Yes, it's your boy back in the building. Peace to everybody. Peace, peace. How's everybody feeling? Yes, I am back in the building. Couple minutes late, talking to my mans and them. We had to do some catching up. Ain't talked to my brother in a little while, so just had to do some catching up. How's everybody feeling out there today? Hope it's been safe travels for everybody out there moving around. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna say safe travels because you just never know, man. People out there traveling, safe travels to all y'all, man. Get to where y'all going safe, man. Of course, y'all know this No Deck Zone episode is sponsored by me, your boy, as always. Yes, sir. Thank y'all for everybody who joined earlier. We were talking about honoring the late great Dr. Martin Luther King. Um, it was we enjoyed that. Thanks for everybody who came up and participated in that too. BBO, D Free, the underrated one. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to all of their channels too, man. I appreciate them brothers coming up and building with me, especially BBO. That was dope, bro. Dope, dope. That was real dope. Um, and I hope because I didn't see anybody do it, but it would have been nice to see more videos like that of people honoring him versus us just acting like today's a regular day. It would have been important to see that, but it is what it is, man. But this right here, I want to get into it. That boxing talk. Richardson, Hitchins, Teofimo Lopez. Mean one. Unification. It's gonna be mean, man. It ain't signed, sealed, and delivered, and I really don't like talking about something that ain't really official yet because anything can go wrong. Where when we look up, then it's not happening. But it sound interesting. Um, and I said, okay, it wouldn't hurt me to talk about it, so let's talk about it. So probably won't be long. I'll see if anybody will come up, and we'll go from there with it. But let's get into it. So for my newcomers, my regulars, everyone, welcome to the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. Make sure y'all smash that like button on your way in and on your way out. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is where it goes down at No Duck Zone podcast. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. So yeah. So with this Teofimo Lopez, Hitchins, excuse me. Let me not say my man name wrong. Unification. There's been talks with them in the past. Smash that like button, y'all. Number one, like, share, subscribe. Smash that like button, man. There's been talks. I think running that they had one time. They were in the gym where Hitchins was saying, "Hey, I'm not George Cambozo. I call him Cambozo." Uh, and he was saying that, just making the comparison of saying, "Hey, I'm not the rest of them guys in there. I'm different. You're gonna get that work when you over here." It's pretty damn competitive when you look at when you look at 140 and how 140 is stacked. I talked about this before. Forget about what side of the street people on, because that doesn't even count anymore. Right? When you look at 140, and you not only look at To or Africa, you start going and looking at a whole bunch of other guys, Haney, Ramirez. Well, I don't even know if Haney's in 40 anymore. Believe I was told to me that him and Ramirez is at 47. I don't know if that's official, so do we take them out of that? But then when you start going around everybody else, Jack Catterall, um, let's see, Regis Progress seems to still be around. Any way you look at it, 40 is very interesting. Um, Now, unification or no unification, it doesn't matter to me. Um, to me, this would be a great fight. You know, seeing these two guys, especially if it happened here in New York. Now, it's not that I want every fight to happen in New York. So I don't want y'all. He wants every fight to happen in New York. No, I don't. But it would be great to see. I mean, T.O.'s supposed to be from Brooklyn. Some people will say he's not. He's from Florida, but his pops is from Brooklyn. Any way you look at it, um, it will be great. T.O., Hitchins, uh, Madison Square Garden. It will be great. It would be great to see that. Um, could that be the opponent to put some asses in the seats? We don't know. We don't necessarily know. Um, I can't necessarily, and I can't break down how that fight will go. Um, can't say if it'll be a chess match. Can't say what it would be. But for me, it will be entertaining to see that, not just because of the names. Because one thing we cannot take away from these guys, we can call To whatever it is that we want, because he seems to do the same thing. Um, he comes to fight. Now the question is, who does he come to fight, right? Because it's like he's not fighting anybody, but he comes to fight. Rather if he's doing what he's supposed to do or not. With somebody like Africa, there's no holding back. Um, in all the opponents that they have had, none of y'all have been satisfied. So when you try to do a comparison of who had the better opponents, you guys will probably say neither one. That's what y'all would say, neither one. Okay, so if that's the case and neither one has had that opponent with a name, it shouldn't be no issue with anybody wanting to see this. We rather saw him and Devin. Well, y'all can get off that. Y'all keep riding that, and it's, from the looks of it, it's not happening. We spoke about this earlier, me and my good brother D Free, about y'all want stuff that's not possible to happen. You can want it all you want to, but if the fighter doesn't want it, it's not happening. If T.O. just so happens to not want this fight, and Top Rank and Barbarian and them have done their best to try to get him whatever fight that it is that he wants, it's almost like getting a kid telling you that he wants this and he wants that, and you're trying to get that kid everything you could to please him. And then when you get it, he tells you, no, I don't want it. What do you do after that? Because you're going to get super frustrated. Then you know what you say after that. Now you're not getting nothing. That's what it becomes. It becomes a now you're not getting nothing. He doesn't have too many options. Or maybe he does. But I know after a while you're gonna run out of names. Thomas, what's going on? What's up? Go subscribe to my brother TD Sports Talk. How many more names can T.O. could keep getting thrown at him before he sit there and keep saying, I don't want this? Before they put him in there with another guy from across the water that we don't know nothing about. He could possibly get knocked out by that guy or stopped by him. We can't keep complaining about we don't want to see this, we don't want to see that. That's not the opponent, and this ain't the opponent. And then when we get it, it's an issue. Now I'm not the one to sit there and say what opponent deserves what fight. But if my opinion, if you ask me, my opinion doesn't count to everybody, but it does count to me. Um, this type of fight is necessary, not just because these are two New York guys and you just want to see it in the garden. No, it makes a whole lot of sense to me. Connor Loco, what's up? Thanks for coming. But I ain't got you wrenched. Let me hold on, Connor. I ain't got Connor wrenched up. No, because that's Connor's first time over here. That's why. I got you now. Don't worry, Connor. I got you. I got you, good brother. I ain't gonna let Connor come over here and I don't wrench him up. What the hell I look like? It makes sense. So T.O. says, I don't want this fight. Where does that leave him? It's because I lost my other channel. LOL. This is a new channel I'm building. Oh, okay, Connor. Okay, Connor. I ain't mad at you, brother. Y'all go subscribe to my brother Connor Local TV. Go subscribe to him if you like. For anybody who don't know that he doesn't have a new channel, so you won't think that when y'all see him in y'all chat, you block him and think he's a troll. He's not a troll. So for all y'all that don't know, go subscribe to him. Get to it right now. Where does T.O. go from here if he says no? Hmm? How many more times could he say no before he can get a fight that he never really asked for, or possibly get stopped or get slumped in the ring? What is it that he's looking for? Because obviously it ain't legacy. He can care less about that. I want the biggest fight. I really want the biggest payday. I just want to get the payday without having to go through hell to get it. See, a lot of y'all, when y'all sit there and say y'all want y'all favorite fighters to fight the best, you can want all that for your fighter, but y'all fighter don't want it. How you gonna want something more than your fighter wants it? Your fighter that you're fighting for don't want it, and then they confuse the public or try to confuse the public, and y'all go for it every time they say, "Yo, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that," and we fall for it. And when it don't happen, we highly upset, but we get mad with the fighters when all reality We should be getting mad with ourselves from listening to the shit. And it doesn't make any sense. Sometimes we gotta have a mind of our own and say, hold on, wait a minute, this don't sound right. You know what? I'll sit back for another couple weeks, a couple days, and see how this is going to play out versus this is happening. Now the reason why I brought this up, because I could have did this with this Teofimo and Hitchins. I didn't do it because I said, you know what? I thought about this fight before. They both were in the same gym one time. Um, if you know, it's that video clip with Richardson punching on the bag and T.O. got the camera and there's a video of that out. And I said, okay, cool. This right here will make sense. Why not? And then y'all gonna play that arguing about who's the A side, who's the B side and shit, right? As if somebody has time to hear that all day. We just spoke about that earlier. Who cares? A man knows what his position is. And the man knows sometimes that, hey, if I want the best fight, I got to take less to beat the best. Because that's always such a big argument about who deserves what. Who gets the bigger purse. Which for me, that doesn't matter. My thing is, you could want the biggest purse. What are you willing to do? Who are you willing to go through to get the biggest purse? Or who are you willing to fight to say that you fought the best? Versus you just screaming, I want the best fights. After a while, you run out of options. And like I said, you know, not to repeat it again before, in case somebody missed it won't be long before you get in there with another George type that gets in there and slump you. You have one loss in your life. One loss doesn't define your career, even though other people felt like he lost to Jermaine Ortiz. So he should have had two losses. Well, the fact of the matter is the judges saw something different, and that's the reason why he still has his one loss. Smash my like button, y'all. Please smash my like button on your way in, on your way out. Tell a friend to tell a friend this is where it goes down at. No Doug Zone Podcast. The problem is with y'all want to keep protecting these dudes, man. Y'all want to keep protecting these dudes. And these dudes don't give shit about y'all. They not giving y'all what y'all want. They not. Then we get upset. I'm not paying for this. I'm not paying for that. Cool. That ain't going to stop that fighter from doing what they doing because you're not going to pay for something. There could be 150,000 people in one day that says I'm not paying for it. Guess what? There's more than 150,000 people in the world. If 150,000 people said I'm not paying for this fight, I ain't going to it, that's cool. The amount of people that's in the arena where the fight is taking place and the rest of the world who is entertained by it makes you look crazy because it doesn't matter. Where does he go? Smash my like button, y'all. Let's get these likes up. So you have Teofimo Lopez, Richardson, Hitchins. Can you tell me that that's not a fight that y'all like? Well, goddamn it, then what y'all want then? I don't too much care for. I don't too much care for Richardson. Well, not too many people care for Tio. Fine, put two fighters in the world that nobody gives a shit about. That's what y'all saying, right? Well, I still want to see Tio and Devin get. Come on, man. Like one, y'all want to see him. I mean, damn, just take Devin, Ryan, and Tio and throw them in the goddamn three-way. Make it a wrestling show. It's a great fight for New York. That's not the reason why I want to see it, but it's a great fight for New York. You got two guys who are going to bring it. He said, not a really a fan of either one. Yeah, man, but this is what I'm saying. A lot of people don't like T.O. because they figure he talks too much. He's a racist. Some people don't like Richardson because they feel like he talks better than he fights, and they figure he might talk too much. But this is great. My question is, we don't hear T.O. back. Excuse me, we don't hear um Richardson backing out of anything. Now I know this whole thing is not to pick on T.O. My question is, how many fights is he gonna turn? You heard Bob Arum say it. How many before he says yes? Could this fight right here with Africa be a yes fight? Or could he just be fooling with us? I fooled you. Made y'all think I was gonna fight him. Nah, he's not the one. I've never seen nothing like that in boxing, man. Somebody can play mind games and y'all fall for it. I think this fight is great. Does the fight sell out? I don't know. Depends on who's on the undercard. Because the undercards are just as important as a main event. There's no such thing as just a main event and there's no other fights on the card. So we just come here for one fight, and that's the main event. You can say you're coming here for one fight, but technically, there's other fights you got to go through before you get to the main event. There's no such thing that there's no other fights on this card. It's just the main event. So that's it. When you walk into the building, when the show starts at 8 o'clock, it's just going to be the main event, and that's it. No such thing. No such thing. Y'all might not want to see this fight. You might not care about it, but it is what it is, man. Jeff Spark, what's up? Don't get mad at the. Hey, listen, get mad with the fighters, man. Go ahead, get mad with them, man. Because when we sit here and say what we're not paying for, what we're not entertaining, it's not going to change. That's not going to change nothing in the sport of boxing because of what we say we're not going to do. It don't work like that. I see that they're trying to make a lot of great big fights coming up. I see it. I'm not falling for it just yet, but it's sounding real good. Devin Haney, Ramirez. I see a lot of it. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I see they got Devin Haney, Ramirez. They trying to make Ryan Garcia, Pitbull Cruz. I'm cool with that. Can't stay, but I did share your. Appreciate you, Kano. Thank you, brother. Hey, Kano, when you're free, you got to come up here and rock with me. So we got a few fights that they're trying to make that might actually happen. Hey, answer this for me, Thomas. How in the hell are they trying to make a? I know this is not about it, but I'm trying to get how they trying to take Ryan and Pitbull and Devin and Ramirez, and they said Times Square. Times Square where? Like, are they trying? Like, what are they talking about? Making it in the middle of Times Square? I mean, if you heard them, they said Times Square. I'm like, Times Square where? Is there a venue in Times Square I don't know about? I know there's the Sony Hall, but they ain't doing that shit there. I said Times Square. Yeah, I don't. Maybe they gotta be talking about the press conference because they damn sure can't be talking about no fight. They probably if they doing a press conference, then they're talking about Palladium. Then stop and do front line. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, let me get you. Let me get you front line. I already know who you are. I see you a lot of times. I see you a lot of times, front line. I see you everywhere. You ain't no newcomer. I see you everywhere, yo. Salute to you. But anyway, Teofimo doesn't take this. Then what, y'all? Because you can't blame Africa. He doesn't take this. Then what? How long would it be before no promotional company wants to deal with him? Or how long would it be where they go, you know what? Let's throw him to the wolves. When they threw him to George Kambosos, nobody thought that. How many of y'all really thought that George would beat him? I didn't ask you what you thought he did in the fight. How many did y'all think George would beat him? It was a recipe for disaster. You understand what I'm saying? And then the fans get upset. These are y'all peoples doing this. No matter how hated TO may be, there's some fans out there. Every fighter got fans, no matter how much hate people might got. There's some people who will be like, I don't care what you think, that's my favorite fighter. Every fighter in the world, including Tyson Fury to Canelo, every fighter you think that's hated and disliked, they got fans too. But when your fighter's not doing what he's supposed to do and he ain't stepping up to the plate, God damn it, you can't be mad at nobody but your fighter. Now, if you're getting mad at boxing saying, hey, I'm just waiting for the best fights to happen, well, that's like waiting for your city to win a championship and they never did. Shit might not happen. Matter of fact, your city got a better chance of winning a championship if it happened already before the fight that you wait for to happen. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't about legacy no more. It ain't been about legacy for a while. It ain't about belts. And I can't speak for every fighter because for some fighters, it is about legacy. It is about belts. It's just that these fighters that we used to talking to about every damn day, for them, it ain't about legacy. They can care less. I want the biggest bag, but ain't willing to go through the best to get it. And as soon as a challenge comes across they way, no man, I don't want that. I don't want that. I thought about it. It doesn't make sense. These boxes, they only care, and I ain't mad, Thomas, because you got, like I always say, they got a mortgage, they got family, they got people that depend on them, taxes. They got things I understand that. But that does not give them to excuse to do what it is that they do. This is boxing, man. This is boxing. But how long are we going to continue to get frustrated and aggravated and have temper tantrums because these fighters decide, hey, man, I don't give a shit what the fans want. And a lot of them have that mentality too. A lot of them have that mentality. Thanks. Just call me Dominican TD Sport. He said Dominican TD Sport. Nah, fella, you stupid. Fella, crazy, man. They don't care, bro. They don't really care. Yeah, frontline crazy, Thomas. He crazy. But they don't, and it's sad. So when we look at this TO, when we look at this TO, and we look at Africa, and we look at everybody else in 140. He said, I'm coming for you, TD. When you look at everybody else in 140, 140 is talented. I believe Devin Haney is not going to be at 40, him or Ramirez. I believe they fight is at 47. Beautiful. Even hearing that Ryan Garcia and Pitbull, I guess that's at a catch weight. 44, 43. So what now? Still makes 40 an interesting division. And like I explained to y'all guys the other day, if you wasn't on my Instagram, I explained it. I said, look, I love boxing a little different from what y'all do. I'm very patient with a lot of stuff that y'all are not patient with because something doesn't happen on y'all time when y'all wanted to have it. Y'all having temper tantrums. You know, it's my party and I cry if I want to. Looking ass. That's what y'all out here doing. And I'm sitting there like, look, man, hey, I'm not getting no PC in what none of these fighters is making, man. At any time, if I'm tired of paying for an app, if I'm tired of paying for a pay-per-view, man, I can always put that to rest. Any of us can. We have control because we're coming out of our pockets to pay for these apps, these pay-per-views. We can stop that at any moment, y'all. But we ain't gonna do it because we don't want to miss out on the conversations. We don't want to miss out on that. I think this fight would be great, especially in New York, Madison Square Garden. If they plan on having a press conference, and you know, the press conference would be crazy. Y'all know what that shit would be like. You know, T.O. can talk because rather if you think he from New York or not, he got the New York talk. Richardson, Brooklyn, they both Brooklyn. I mean, come on, man. That got New York written all over it. Rather if the fight is at the Garden, Barclays Center, wherever. Yeah, Thomas, you going live today? That's a good question. I know BVO and D Free is talk about the debate with Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis, which I will be over there for that. That's what made me go live to talk about this. That's something definitely I want to participate. Well, not participate. I want to sit back and just listen to that debate because that was one of the main fights that we wanted. But see, even with that, right, Riddick Bowe and Lennox, look how long ago there was so many fights that were never made. Y'all act like these fights just started getting like that. It's been like that for years. I'm just talking college football game tonight. Won't be long. Yeah, I won't be long with this neither. I should have been on at 6:05 because so I could have got off. But I won't be long with this either. 34 minutes. Yeah, I won't be long with this. I don't even think I'm gonna make an hour. I don't think I need to. Because it wasn't for me to come up here and break the fight down. I like both of their styles. They both gonna bring it. Um, and I don't want to say they won't back down. I think if we see T.O. take this fight, it's probably not going to be because of the money. Just because of the money. We'll put it like that. Might be something he feel like he can expose in Africa because if you notice the fights that he's turning down are guys that can do something. Who you got, T.O. or Hitchins? If I say Hitchins, I'll be biased. I could say Hitchins, but people gonna say, sure, go for the black guy. That's what people would say. Sure, go for the black guy. Um, and no matter what people say about T.O. or what T.O., you know, he says racist stuff. Cool. You know, hey, he got to deal with the consequences. It would be great though. I can't say who I would got. I would just sit back on that one. He said, "Fuck whoever." Tio fights. That's who I got. Yeah, exactly. And that's how it's supposed to be frontline. That's why I say no matter how much people might dislike T.O. or dislike Fury or dislike these fight, these fighters still have fans. Just because y'all downplay them from Monday to Friday, violating them, talking bad about them, these people still got fans. There's T.O. fans out here. There's Fury fans. There's Canelo fans. There's Devin Haney fans. There's Shakur fans. There's Steak fans. Every fighter has fans, no matter how much you dislike them. I'm rooting for Hitchins, whoever T.O. fights. And yeah, if this fight happens to take place, I'm sitting back. Hopefully, it's in Madison Square Garden, TD, and we could be there chilling. Now, you know when the credentials are out for this TD. Yeah, I don't know who's gonna be in charge of it. Though I don't know what platform they gonna fight on, rather if it's Top Rank or the Zone. But we need PC in on that. When it come to put their credentials. You know how it is when it comes to these credentials, man. But I'm cool with it though, man. If T.O. and Haney, I got Haney, and I don't even like Haney, but I got more respect for Haney than T.O. Yeah, well, frontline, cool. That's cool. Like I said, they're making some interesting fights, brother. They're making some interesting fights. When I saw Haney and Ramirez might go at it at 47, then Ryan Garcia, I don't give a shit about him, but to see him and Pitbull Cruz, I wasn't expecting that. But when I saw that, I said, oh, okay, y'all trying to make it interesting for 2025. But what I don't want them to do is to be teasing us with these fights, and then we don't get them. With those three fights in particular, I don't need them teasing us with that. And then all of a sudden, in a couple of days, all this shit goes away. And as fans, we should know better to not keep falling for shit. And every time we fall for it, we get upset. And then now we want to go live to go talk about it, to call everybody a duck or to tell everybody what amount of money they should have took. Now we arguing about who was the A side and who was the B side. All that shit is not going to mean anything because once a fighter made up their mind and they're not taking a fight, what can we do? People gonna look like Butterbean at that way. Yeah, he is though, man. He already like 5'3". To be 5'3" and 144 pounds, I swear, yo, Pitbull gonna be out here looking like somebody baby moms, man. Pitbull gonna be out here looking like somebody baby mother, man. I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. Smash that like button, y'all. I can't see him. Just to see, yo, I'm telling you, front line, he gonna be out here looking like somebody baby moms. I'm for real. You know that one baby mother that show up to the spot where she know where you at and she embarrass you? Her belly out. She look like she already like 6 months pregnant, but that's actually her belly and she not pregnant. Yeah, that's that part right there. When Pitbull moved to 140, I thought it was kind of crazy. I was like, let's see how this be. Yeah, yeah, TD. I'm telling you, man. Yo, I'm telling you, to be 5'3" and 144 pounds, bruh. Now, somebody got a baby mom's that's 5'3" and 144. That ain't bad. You like, my baby thick. You see a grown ass man like that, you like, what is going on here? But shouts to Pitbull. I like Pitbull, man. I ain't talking no shit about him. I like it. And if this happens with him and Devin, that'd be great. The press conference is gonna be crazy because I'm gonna talk about that too. I'm gonna talk about that Pitbull, Ryan, Devin, and Ramirez. I'm gonna get into all that. Um, I want to really get past. Well, you know what? I might do it this week, and then after that, I'm gonna get to both of the Davids again. But that'll be later on in the week. But I'm gonna touch base on that. But if you heard Bob Arum said, yo, T.O. ain't got too many chances to keep turning down any more fight. Hey, man, he said we'll help him get it. But how long is Bob gonna keep doing that? And as much as they done pop shit about Top Rank, Yo, I can't believe they took this win from us. Top rank would have never did us like this. After the fact, y'all already just said what y'all said. So God forbid if something ever happened to Bob, who's to say what his relationship would be like with Top Rank? Once Bob's gone, who else gets to say so after that? Who's next? Who's next in charge? You understand what I'm saying? Tio got to take this fight, not because I want to see it, not because they both from New York, just not because I want it in the garden. Makes sense. Move up after Matias beats. You think so, frontline? You think he'll move to what, to 47? That would be crazy. Well, it won't be crazy, but that'd be crazy though. They better be careful. I'll tell you what though, they better be careful with that 47. Cause I don't care how you feel about Boots. You got Boots up there, you got Stanley on this. If I'm saying his name correct, Jesus Christ, you got man, Virgil Ortiz ain't up there no more. He at 54. But yeah, he running to 47. That would be interesting. I want to see that. I want to see that. I want to see Matias and Hitchins, man. I want to see that. I'm hoping Virgil Ortiz about to be canceled. You said he about to be canceled. Well, why you say that, TD? What the hell Virgil do? What, for not taking the Boots fight? She said he said he about to be canceled. Sheesh. Not old Virgil. Not old Virgil. Damn. Damn, man. He said he about to get knocked out. Um, Fortunately, yeah, Virgil, another duck. He won't smoke with none of the top guys. These guys, man, they'll tell you all day frontline. They'll tell you all day, right, that I want the best fights out there. What they really telling you, they just want an easy bag so they can get the fuck out the way respectfully. Let me get my bag and get out the way before, just give me the easiest fight. They want all the money in the world. They don't want what comes with it. Like usually when you get a bag, you got it the hard way. You ain't get it the easy way. Like this, in the beginning, in the beginning, you gonna make that easy money. When you're a prospect or whatever, you might make that little easy money. You get to a certain part of your career, you got to earn that, baby. You got to earn that, baby. Everybody just want that fast money, man, and that's it, man. Floyd Mayweather got y'all messed up, man. He done spoiled y'all. Y'all done got spoiled by that, and I can't even say he spoiled y'all. Y'all trying your best to follow the blueprint. It's not working out for y'all, man. I said that earlier on my show. I'm not blaming Floyd, but I'm just saying there was a blueprint right there. Y'all trying your best to follow that blueprint, and it's not working out for a lot of y'all, man. For a lot of y'all, that shit done backfired on y'all. Yeah, yeah, frontline. Yeah, that was. Matter of fact, you gave me something to go look at frontline too. I'm gonna go look at that. I'm glad you mentioned that. Young as Xander is, I got him beating Virgil. Just my opinion. Who said that, Thomas? Somebody said that, Thomas. What frontline just said. Somebody said that. Was it on your show? Somebody said they got Xander beating Virgil, man. And I said, shit, well, sometime next year we might have to see that. You know how major that would be next year in June, the week of the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Not saying they would have that, but what if they just came with that? Ortiz versus Zayas, week of the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Jesus Christ. You know how crazy that would be? I'm not saying they doing it because there's levels, but I'm just saying, boy, you just don't never know. That would be bananas. But Virgil is going to. Yeah. Xander called him out? Oh shit. See, I didn't know he called him out. I just thought people were comparing. See, nah, bruh. No, bro. No. You take a Virgil and Xander and put that shit. Oh man, bruh. It would be good at 54 though. Hey, everybody's gonna get called out. Just like Virgil called Crawford out, everybody gets their turn. Y'all remember when Virgil called Crawford out? And signed the offer in 3 seconds. Then Virgil pulled out. Oh shit. Virgil must have said, nah, buddy. I'm young, but he young. And he explosive. He's explosive. But this is what I'm saying. This is why Frontline, when people get mad and go, I'm not ordering this pay-per-view, I'm not ordering that, they get so frustrated with boxing. Don't get frustrated with boxing. Get frustrated with the fighters. We get head over heels over these fucking fighters that don't care nothing about what we want for them. They don't care. Well, I don't care if the people want me against Xander. I'm not doing it. Not because I'm scared of him. Not because I think he better than me. Yeah, they ain't giving me enough money. And then even with the money, sometimes people will turn the money down. Sometimes you be like, he got three good offers that was on the table, and he turned all these offers down. Crush, what's up? The greatest man alive, my Philly brother. Fighters have got great offers on the table and still managed to turn around and turn the money down. And you like, wait a minute, bruh. Was the money not enough for you? You got dudes that don't, they want to make a bag, but they don't want to have to get their ass whipped making it. Or if I fight this younger dude and he beats me, then what? As if that should matter. You're in the sport of boxing. This ain't slap boxing. This is boxing. And once again, y'all get so mad and want to argue with each other on these platforms about these fighters. Y'all need y'all need to reach out to these fighters and get upset with them. Because we are not no matter what we say on here to each other or how we say it, we are not the reason why these fights are not happening. Because rather if we agree to or disagree, these fighters are going to make the best damn decisions that's for them and their families. Yeah, some of they people might be listening to our lives, going back reporting shit. But 9 times out of 10, they don't give a damn. That's like when they be in the fights and you booing. You think they give a shit about us booing? They don't give a shit about that. I'm going to get my bag and I'm going to get the hell out of here. I don't care nothing about these jabronis booing me. I don't care. They can boo me all they want to. Why they booing me? I'm laughing straight to the bank. We got to understand that, man. Stop crashing out on each other on these lives about these fighters that don't give a shit about us in the first place. They're going to make the best decisions for them. I don't know why for some of y'all it's so hard to understand that. Y'all having debates and arguments that you really don't. It's cool to go back and forth about shit, but if you sit and take the time to think about what you're going back and forth over, a lot of this shit don't make any sense. Because at the end of the day, when you're tired of being on this shit for 3-4 hours arguing about some shit that don't make any sense, before the night is up or the next day, man, that fighter gonna be make whatever decision he or she is gonna make, and you like, oh man, I wouldn't think they went to that route. So on the side note, you think fight title first shoe or oh damn Frontline, that's a great goddamn question, Frontline. Great question, brother. Shit. I'll probably say Shushu. I'm not gonna say that just because he's from my city. I'll say probably Shushu. But either one get it, God bless them, because I love both of those brothers, especially that Mason. His last fight when he got knocked out, and he not knocked out. But when he got knocked down and he got right back up, man, I love him. You think Mason will? But you know what? I'm hoping the best for the both of those brothers, man, because they both young. I know Mason's younger though. Um, I wish the best for both of those brothers. I'm hoping the next card that comes about, both of those brothers are on it. I really wish the best for both of them. I love both of those brothers. I've been around Shu and his father. I can call his father anytime and talk to him. Great dude, man. And Mason, I'm definitely thinking about trying to reach out to him and maybe get him on the show. That's something that I'm gonna shoot for. I would love to see Shu anyway. Um, yeah, maybe next year, man. I don't know about this year. I think Shu got a lot of work to do. And if he does fight him, I'm gonna be real with you. If he does fight anyway, that's got to be here. I don't trust that going over there shit. And I don't mean here as far as New York. The shit could be in Vegas. It could be in the McDonald's parking lot, but it can't be over there where anyways from. That shit got to be here, straight up. Shushu was already ranked one and number two in a couple of sanctions bodies. Yeah, I know. Okay. Yeah, he got front line. He got to fight him here. All that going, everybody who goes to Japan or Tokyo, whatever the fuck you want to call that over there, they end up taking a long nap. If y'all ever notice that anyway stops all his opponents in the same part of the damn ring, it's like it's a damn, man, listen, I don't know what the hell that's about. I don't know what that's about. Manny Pacquiao's stepbrother. Like, nah, I'm not with it. He fight that man, that shit got to be here. Fight him in Vegas if you got him. But it's got to be here. I don't trust going over there. Straight up. But shout out to Shushu. Even shout out to Anyway. Ain't nothing with him. Shout out to him and shout out to Mason, man. It's gonna be a great year with those brothers, man. They're gonna have an amazing year this year. I feel it. You know, it's gonna be great with them. But this Teofimo and Hitchins is it's gonna be something amazing, man. I'm just hoping that they can come to an agreement or something. I think they were finalizing it, but even in the mix of that, anything could change. We talking about this tonight and tomorrow. Dante's Boxing Nation can report some. Shout out to Dante, man. I don't know how y'all feel about him, but I ain't got no issue with the brother. He can report something, blue blood, and be like, yeah, the fight is. It was talks and now it's off. And you like, wait a minute, damn. Too many time change the law don't give the fighters enough time to adjust, especially if they got a week. Only they need a month just so they can adjust. Yeah, yeah, man. Like I always say, man, boxing is a great sport, but it's a strange place, and the people make it strange. They make it strange. Rather if it's a promoter or a fighter, a referee, a judge, whatever it is what it is, man. But if we can learn to take the time to understand boxing versus us just arguing it, we're not because we don't talk boxing, we argue it. We have to get back to talking boxing. Like y'all see what we doing on here now, Frontline TD. This is what we do. That's why I tell people I don't mind somebody coming over not agreeing or whatever, but let's talk boxing. Let's not argue it. When we take the time to understand it and talk it and hear each other out, it'll be so much better because we could look for reasons to crash out with each other. And you can crash out all you want to. At the end of the day, it is not going to change what goes on in these YouTube streets. Or in the sport of boxing, I should say. It's going to be what it's going to be. These three fights that we just mentioned, I'm hoping all of them happen. But see, what I'm afraid of is that if they gave you a Teofimo Richardson, Hitchins. If they gave you, hey, what's going on? My brother Johnny Boy Boxing. Go subscribe to my brother Johnny Boy Boxing. I'm biased. If a Puerto Rican fighting, that's who I'm going for, win or lose. Hey, Frontline, there's nothing wrong with that, Frontline. Let me give you a funny story. So when Zab Judah fought Miguel Cotto, I went to that fight. June 9th, 2007. I took a former best friend of mine's and I took my cousin. I had no money to get to that fight at the time. I ended up just pawning the chain. I had a chain that I pawned. I got about $800, $900 back for the chain I pawned. The tickets were $50 because we sat at the top. I went and bought three tickets. I went and bought three tickets for me, my cousin, and the dude I used to be cool with. Let me tell you, when I walked into the garden, I said, "Thank you, Johnny Boy. I appreciate you." I said, "Oh shit." I told my homies, now, we grew up in the hood with Boricuas. We love y'all. Y'all ain't no different from us. We love y'all. Our communities wouldn't be shit if we didn't have Boricuas in it. But I told them, if for some reason we're going for Zab Judah, if you just so happen to say anything crazy out your mouth about Miguel Cotto, we gonna get our asses stomped out. So look, and I like Cotto. I had nothing against him. But like you said, yeah, I'm gonna go for the brother. But even after Miguel Cotto won, I wasn't mad. Because even the people we were sitting around, we all dapped it up with each other. We had about 100 Spanish dudes around us. But we dapped it up with each other, man. There wasn't no, saying anything racist or nothing. We all shook up and said, yo, that was one hell of a fight. And that's how it's supposed to be. So I don't get mad at anybody for going for their own. I know how it is. My wife, family from BK. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? But it was great though. It was great though. We all had a great time, man. And we got up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have to learn how to enjoy boxing different from everybody else. Don't look at the behavior of these other people on YouTube and think that that's how I'm supposed to carry my behavior. You don't have to try to fit in with everybody else. A lot of people are too scared to just be their own person on here. Be your own person. If there's something you don't know about the sport of boxing, never be afraid to go research. And stop worrying about people like, yo, man, you've been watching boxing for how long? How didn't you know about this? How didn't you know about that? Maybe it was something I didn't read up on. There was something that I looked past. Everybody's so damn thirsty to be right. It's not against the law to be wrong, but it is against the law for you to act like you know every damn thing and you don't. And when somebody pull your card, now you're calling them out their name. So now the conversation is not even about boxing no more. Now you're gonna insult me now. Now you're gonna call me names. Why? Because you lost this debate? Which it didn't have to be a debate. All it had to do was be a conversation to agree to a disagree and keep it moving. But because you don't know shit, you're taking shots at me. At the end of the day, I enjoy boxing totally different from the way y'all do. I sometimes, hey, I want to see the best fights. But also we have to see these guys as like my brother D Free said earlier. You got to also see these guys in the ring. Every fight they get into is not going to be a best fight. Because we don't need to see them one time every year. I'd rather a content creator come late with the news and than early and misformed. That's a fact, Frontline. That's a fact. That is a whole fact. That's a fact. But the problem is everybody's so damn thirsty to be right. Everybody feel like they got to get the news out there first. They got to beat somebody, and then you done twist the whole shit around. And then soon as it's not true or something's not happening, well, I didn't know. I was only reporting what this person said. Steady, just shutting up and waiting. Y'all rushing to push something and don't know the facts. If y'all would just chill out and take the time and say, you know what? Let me read up on this before I assume. You don't do it. Exactly. It's like, you know what I mean? You feel like you got to beat somebody to the punch. You ain't got to do all that, bro. You ain't got to do all that. Well, let me put this out before this person do. Let me hurry up. You don't never see me rush to do any of that, man. For anything, if I got a question, I come up here and I ask y'all. Yo, man, I got a question, y'all. Maybe y'all can help me with this. And I don't want to make it seem like I'm putting it out, but I need some help, family. I have no problem coming up here asking y'all that. Because y'all might have caught something or read something, or somebody might have called y'all and told y'all something, and y'all might have some facts on something. Because that person who told you, they got facts. I don't just jump up here and assuming things. And then when something don't go right, y'all calling somebody a duck or somebody this, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Before we call them that, do we have the proof of why this didn't happen or why that didn't happen? I don't put all into these dudes, man. When y'all learn to stop doing that, y'all will live better and y'all will enjoy boxing better. But until y'all do that, the disappointments are gonna continue. And the fighters are not so much the disappointing ones. Y'all are. Because if you know what some of these fighters about, you wouldn't put your all into it. Certain conversations are not even worth going live to talk about. When you really sit and think about it, you're like, man, I don't want to talk about that shit. That ain't even worth talking about. He did what? I'm not surprised he did that. Why did we act like that's his first time doing that? How many times in the last 5 years have he done that? Half of the shit they do don't be new, bro. That's why I don't trip out about it. I just enjoy boxing a little different from when y'all do. Because I get to dictate what it is I want to talk about, what's worth talking about, what's worth not talking about. It is what it is. I'm hoping that this fight happens. I'm hoping all the other fights happen. I'm hoping for the year 2025. We have a lot of amazing fights. We're only in the first month, y'all. You see what we get next month. You see what they're trying to happen in March. They're talking about April, May, what can go on in September. We still got June and July and August to think about. We don't know what they're going to give us. But let's try to appreciate it. Because no matter how many times you say I'm not paying for something or I'm not going to this fight, it doesn't stop no show. There's more people that's going to be saying yes and coming out their pockets than people saying no. Boxing debates because it's based on opinions and dudes be in their feelings. Oh man, front line, you got dudes that'll they'll argue with you before they argue with their wife. That's a whole fact. They will argue with you before they argue with their wife. Straight up. And that's the shit that kills me. Because when they get off the live, they ain't doing all that. Oh, yeah, baby, I'm sorry I didn't take too long, sweetheart, did I? I'm sorry, baby. I just get caught up in this boxing. I apologize, baby. But while they on the phone with you, they screaming like they damn DMX. All day they tough. You don't know shit about boxing. Where's my dogs at? Like them type of dudes. And I'm like, fam, like really? Like, I don't get it, man. So let's see. Um, hopefully, like I said, Teofimo, Richardson, Hitchins happens. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They be musty after. Like, come on, man, stop. They can't even have a straight conversation without you, without their veins popping out of their head like they're the damn Incredible Hulk. I'm like, fam, we just talking boxing. It ain't really that serious. You ain't getting paid from no fighters. I'm not getting paid from these fighters. So what are we really about to crash out over? It ain't even that serious. Can't tell them that though. But it really ain't that serious. Let's continue just to enjoy boxing the best way we know how. And the minute that we're not enjoying it no more, hey, let's go find some other shit to go watch. Look, I love y'all. I will be back tomorrow afternoon. For all this week, I'll be back in the afternoon. Got a couple moves to make. Unless there be some bad weather this week, which I don't think it should be. But I got a couple moves I'm a bust this week. Damn, my bad. Your lives was about T.O. and we done took the whole. No, no, it's okay, bro. It's all right, man. Don't trip. Usually I trip on people about that front line, but nah, because it was about To and Hitchison, but also if you I also brought up Devin Haney, Ramirez, Pitbull, and Ryan. So yeah, it's no trip. It's no tripping about that. And I'm still going to bring up the Devin Haney and Ramirez. I'm gonna bring it up. I just want to sit back and wait to see what happens before we jump in. And that's another thing we got to learn to do. Let's sit back and wait. We be so quick to break down how the fight go, what's going to take place, who's the A side, who's the B side, and then when the fight don't happen, now we quick to say they a duck. Well, we don't do that shit to Kano all the time. Yeah, Kano's a great brother. Shout out to my brother Kano Loco. Great brother. Never met Kano, but I'm looking to get down to over there to Florida to meet my good brother, man. Shout out to Nate Camp. Shout out to Nate Campbell too, another one of my Florida brothers, man. But we're gonna continue this week, y'all. I'll be live this week. It won't be 8 o'clock in the morning, but I'll be live this week. I'm gonna let y'all know. Matter of fact, I might go live tomorrow morning because I got to see how this weather gonna do. I need to move around in the outside, but I got to see what the weather gonna do before I step out. Anyway, I'll let y'all don't know before the night is up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see it on the thumbnail. Hopefully, y'all getting the notifications. Um, I'm hoping the notifications, I got to start asking y'all getting that because they be crazy with the notifications, but it's all good though. I mean, look, I love y'all. Y'all have a great night. Thank y'all for everybody that came through tonight. I'm gonna talk to them. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna go over there right now too. But I love y'all, man. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Doug Zone podcast. Let's go.